Hi there Pisces, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. Getting beneath the surface of what situations really mean is highlighted by the Sun's occupation of your 8th solar house. This goes on through to the 22nd. If you do like self-help manuals and understanding the mysteries of life, this is certainly going to suit you down to the ground. But it's also, in a more prosaic way, about marshalling a long-term financial situation. And on the 5th, there is a new moon. And this can provide an impetus, it can see an improvement in your situation, but there is a complex set of energies around this. Because laying in wait on the other side of the heavens is Uranus, and squaring up Uranus and also the new moon is Pluto, so a T-square is forged. And this can create a lot of nervous energy. In terms of friendships, if you've got different values to somebody, suddenly they can become starkly obvious. Or perhaps you've been hanging around with a group of people and you realise there's more politics and undercurrents and backbiting than you'd previously thought. This is not a pure new moon in the way that we'd normally want. You just need to be honest and aware of that. There's also, at the start of week 2, a conjunction between Mercury and Saturn. If you're trying to expand anything or you're involved in any kind of legal dispute or litigation, things could seem a bit bleak. That's not to say that you can't win, especially if you're very much in the right and you've gone through due process and diligence, but it all may seem a bit heavy. If you're trying to expand your world in any kind of way, there may be a lot of obstacles that you seem to have to overcome, but it's going to be important to keep the faith. Venus is going to help you to do this. It moves on the 8th and it moves into your area of ambitions. If you can use its charm and diplomacy in the right way, it can be a fantastic asset for you right through to the end of the month. It's also possible in a romantic situation that you might want to formalise a relationship that's been going well, move in with your partner, meet their folks, or if you've been seeing each other a long time, even get spliced. On the other hand, you may find yourself attracted to someone from a different age group on the back of Venus moving through this area. Now there is, on the 15th, the move of Mars. This is going to be very good for you given time, but not good for you for 1 week, well, around about 9 days, from the 15th to the 24th, because Mars is going to be getting muddled up with Neptune in your sign. And I think this can lead to a lot of confusion about what you want from relationships. If you're more strident and outspoken because you feel someone's let you down, make sure you've got your facts right, because if you haven't, it could be hugely embarrassing. There could be all sorts of things floating around that you're not quite clear of the reality, so don't jump to conclusions. In time, as Mars gets free of the clinging influence of Neptune, it's going to give you a lot more feistiness, and if you want to make a change or an improvement in your love life, the desire to make it happen. Now there is also a lunar eclipse which occurs on the 18th, and this can bring extra finance into your world in the next 6 months, especially if you're working collectively closely with someone else. It's almost as if you'll do better if you are cooperating rather than going on your own pathway. But that doesn't mean to say you shouldn't be entrepreneurial if that's your instinct. But it just means the people you work with, your clients, your suppliers, build good relationships. That can be the bedrock of future progress. On the 21st, Mercury starts to twist backwards in the part of your scope that's to do with expansion. So if you are looking to travel, the last part of this month could actually be quite troublesome. And you need to make sure that you've got some plan Bs and Cs even, just in case things don't go absolutely to plan. But even if you do make contingencies, no one can control Mercury retrograde completely. The Sun sweeps into this expansive zone on the 23rd, and through to the end of the month, you may find yourself with an appetite to do different things, take up new hobbies and interests, or do that travelling. But as I say, that doesn't mean to say you shouldn't do the travelling, but you need to just get it all checked out and be clear about where you're going and how you want to achieve it. Thanks for joining me, and goodbye for now.